Rajan, master and lord of... No. I am Lord Rajan, master of spice, emperor of terror. Yes, much better. I want your assurance that the parameter is secure, Captain Manhas.
Not quite as interesting as listening in on Dmitri, let's be fair. Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamek. This is Sly 2, Band of Thieves. In the last episode, I had a very unfun time with what may be my least favourite level in the game. So I guess that has the advantage of we really won't have to deal with anything as bad as that for a while. In this episode, for some reason... Okay, I thought we were supposed to go to a truck, because that's what my memory told me. Probably a different truck. Yeah, I did kind of whine the whole time and get a fail state. Not as much... It just isn't fun, leading Rajan. You aren't quite as used to the knockout darts, and it's kind of difficult to find a good position to lead him from place to place. Uh-oh. Okay. For a moment I thought I had missed, but nope. That was definitely enough to hit. Get out of the way. Is there anyone else? How many flashlight guards are there on this one bridge? Alright, here we go.
Rajan's holed up in his temple. Got any ideas to force him out of hiding?
My research indicates that tigers have an aversion to water. By destroying that dam, the temple will be filled with a runoff.
Flooding him out, huh? Good plan. But I don't think your bombs are strong enough to do the job.
You're correct. Fortunately, while monitoring the bug in Rajan's office, I overheard that a new autopilot attack helicopter had just arrived. It's sitting inside this truck.
Stay sharp. That dam is sure to be well protected.
Ooh, yeah. So, turret missions. Any character can be involved in them. So then, most of these rockets aren't going to hit you. You need to keep your eye out for two of the types of... So you need to keep your eye out for two things. Either the ones that have curls on them, because those are the ones that are homing and will hit you. But eventually, they're going to get close enough to start hitting you consistently with the missile attacks. So you need to destroy those ASAP before they shred your life bar. Basically a game of denial. Take a few cheap shots at the wall, but focus on keeping enemies destroyed. Rather similar to the lava slug minigame in Sly 1. They can't win if they can't play. Oh, two homings. Yeah, if you're too zoomed in, then you might end up missing the homing attacks actually. Funny that it has its own autopilot. I see that rocket. I see the rocket. And that was one of the unfortunately lucky shots that enemies are just going to be making. Oh, you got way closer than I would have liked. Nope, don't go all in yet. It does have a zoom function, that's very nice to have. Getting too close, getting too close.
Nice shooting, Bentley. Rajan knows how to swim.
So how close were we to this again?
A piece of the dam struck the chopper. It's going down.
How?
Ooh. Ow. Ah.
Sadly, there's no way to convey when you're getting vibration shocks in that scene. Just trust me, they were very well timed. And fun little fact: now that we've efficiently crashed that helicopter, we can always jump in here should we ever want to try out the turret. There's nothing to really aim at, except maybe some guards. But it's fun. That's all that's important. Press triangle to cancel out of it. Yeah, they definitely, even though there wasn't really a need to bring back the turret sections, they definitely improved on them. I'm coming as fast as I can, guys. I'm just a turtle. It's such a dirty trick that they have a guard just patrolling at the top of here, and all you can do is mushroom jump up here, so you can end up jumping straight into someone's face, and you had no fair way of seeing it. Another reason why I really don't like this area. Anyway, Sly has a few clue bottles to pick up. Now let's see, there was one bottle down this way. The real challenge is getting the vine controls to work long enough to get it. And then, can we make this way up to the mission objective? No, we can't. We've got to go by the tower again. This level just isn't as good as anything else. I heard a bottle. I have to make sure that I come back for it. And there's a guard waiting here. As usual, it's an even dirtier trick when you're coming here with loot. It was worth a lot of loot though. We have all our gadgets. The bottle is here. I actually think that if you're determined enough, you could probably get it as Bentley or Murray. You'd just be taking a hit to do so. And then there's that bottle up there. I have to question, just how do you get a temple stuck on a tree? Even if it's just a part of the building. And I guess this is just how you were supposed to get at the water bug earlier. Gotta get to the tower. I actually checked in on the guide, and I'm actually kind of surprised. It actually tells you every gadget you can buy from ThiefNet in the game. Surprisingly open of them. Like, I can't think of a reason why it needed to include that. I can't think of a good reason why not, but it's just a sort of, weird. The manual was actually really good. It was written as a three-way conversation between each of the characters, explaining how the controls and all the options worked, and it was surprisingly in-depth. It ends with a discussion on Carmelita and Neela, followed by the wanted posters for all the Claw Gang members, Dimitri, Rajan, Jean Besson, and Arpeggio, who we saw back in the ballroom. And then the very last thing is something that's actually kind of a surprise. Need to stop the conversation, but...
We've been contracted to acquire that huge ruby of Rajan's for a local crime ring. In exchange for the goods, they'll set us up with a Cherry Bomb 500 for the heist.
A Cherry Bomb 500? That's a lot of kick.
Trust me, we'll need it. To get that ruby free from its moorings, you might have to whack it a few times with your cane.
I'm on it.
Yeah, the turret job didn't work, so we gotta get the ruby.
Murray, you're on. Sly's knocked the ruby loose, and now we need your muscle to get it to the buyers.
Muscle on the way.
So why couldn't Murray have just started out there right next to the ruby? I don't get it. Do we have new gadgets? No, the Juggernaut throw doesn't do anything. You can't equip it. Now, there's a few automatic gadgets. And that's one of them. Basically, anytime you hit, you... Maybe if I could grab an enemy, I could demonstrate it. That might be nice. Oh! Alright, here's where the money from those guys I was shooting dropped. I didn't realize it was waiting here patiently for me to get back. Ugh. Keep in mind that guards you're carrying are definitely going to be making a ruckus. I still don't have a chance to... Well, I guess you did see it explode. when I threw the guard. It just didn't explode on the guard I was aiming for. But yeah, the thing is that after all those profiles, then you get a little entry about how Bentley's making maps of each area to make it easier to get around. There aren't any maps in the game. It must have been from early in beta before they decided, nah,
Hurry.
not really.
You can pick up the ruby with your stomp move. Despite its size, that rock is really fragile. Bentley will run ahead and inflate cushions that are safe to throw the ruby onto. Use them, or this operation's a bust. Now, head out to our rendezvous near the waterfall.
Yeah, it's an escort mission. Again. I see the final clue bottle. I see the food. No, I didn't see the final clue bottle. Darn. Funnily enough, there is actually an automatic gadget that lets Murray run and jump while holding items, but you can't ever hope to have it by this point unless you've been using the cheats to jump ahead to future levels. You could also punch or thunderflop the ruby if you really want to screw yourself over. Or you might end up falling through these rather than... if you fall through these gaps while still carrying the ruby, then you're in real trouble because you've got to try and sneak your way back up as a giant pink hippo.
This ruby is near flawless. I'll recommend to my superiors that we purchase it. Take it to our buyer and complete the contract.
If you insist. Wait, I hear the bottle here, so remember to come back here. Bentley, it would have been really nice to give me a cushion. If we take a hit, then we lose it as well. As I was saying, that is a very nasty bit. Thankfully, the first buyer is a checkpoint. But still, it's kind of annoying. Jump would trivialize this mission, but it would definitely make life a lot easier. And they despawned the snake! So they knew exactly what they were doing there. Oh no, 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 don't you dare break that ruby! Is anyone else coming? Okay, Bentley. I feel like that's a mob that spawns specifically for this map.
I must say, the Cooper gang certainly lives up to its reputation. This is a true Indian treasure. We will honor the bargain and provide a cherry bomb 500 at the time the turtle requested.
Job completed by the Murray. We flatten a snake. And the last job is indeed for Sly, but before we do that, let's just give it a little skim while I look for that last clue bottle. Look, the trampolines are still here. Wait, was it this bottle that I kept meaning to come back to? No, it's not this one. There it is. There it is. And it's guarded by the job start beacon. Darn. Okay, skim ahead while I get back to the vault. They'd never think of looking under the table. Far enough away that the monkey didn't hear. I guess we gotta take the long way. There's a lot of security around this part, but I guess this is where Rajan has his office. Or the secret passage into his office. I don't know where he actually comes into the office. Well, I fumbled that, didn't I? I was picking his pocket, game. Really not a difficult laser grid, but since you're supposed to come through here with an insta-kill bug, I can't say they're complaining.
I'm fluent in Sanskrit, or this last code would have been impossible. Try 386. You've got the voltage attack move.
Alright, now this one is actually very nice. So let's trade that out for the Insanity Strike. So, we now have electric charge in our weapon. Yeah, we have an insta-kill on Sly now. Like the Insanity Strike, it only does it to the first thing you hit, so if you're in an area with a lot of obstacles that could block your attacks, not so good. And if you're dealing with enemies, or lots of enemies, then maybe not so good, but as it is, still very nice. The downside is that it will also, it overrides the Insanity Strike if you have both of them used on your weapon at once, but it's honestly not that bad. I mean, if you're insta-killing them, you don't need to confuse them, do you? And technically we've still got plenty of time on the episode, but not enough time for this last mission, so I'm just going to make a quick run for the exit because, again, we're not going to get to hear much of the radio through this same game, so might as well get it before it deactivates. And I know there is someone waiting for us at the top here. But yeah, until next time guys, take care. We'll see you all around.
This Kuba gang will be crushed by monkey, by rhino, or by tiger. The dance was going so well, so grand, until that ragged raccoon. Maybe I'll have just a little spice. The monkeys are restless this night. They serve their master well. I'm Rajan, master and lord of... No. I am Lord Rajan, master of spice, emperor of terror. Yes, much better. I don't care if they're pulling double shifts. Keep those guards patrolling at all times. The Clockwork Heart is in the most secure place. With me. Tomorrow I will train with the monkeys to keep my staff technique keen. Spice production is up 10% over last month. Good. Chase off any members of the black market you see. They have no right to work in my territory. It is good to be in the jungle. So cool. I have the desire to hunt. We need to order more barrels to transport the spice to North America. I should be ruling the claw. I'm the source. I'm the supplier. Without me, their silly tinkering would go nowhere. $1,024, $1,025, $1,026, $1,027. I can't trust all these rhino guards. I heard some are dipping into the spice. Arpeggio will be quite pleased with the quality of our next shipment of spice. Inspector Fox will pay for driving me from my opulent palace. What's this I see in my meditation pool? A bug? I know your true use. You will work well to eat those pesky mosquitoes.
The fact that it's giving us hints on his operations doesn't hurt.
Dimitri has ceased ordering spice.
Dimitri's been arrested.